the actual close, like where I get my paycheck,
Yep.
that's what I've really got to right now with people's, like everybody's very uh, up in the air with everything that's going on with the economy
Yep.
and everything. So that getting them to turn and
Yep.
let's sign, let's do it.
Yep. Here's the deal. And this goes back to Derek's point with the economy, with uncertainty. Okay. I don't want, to the degree that you are sold on your value, your company's value, your value of your solutions, your service, it will be the degree that you can sell other people. Okay. So get sold on what you're doing. Now, whether it's a good economy, a bad economy, a flat economy, whatever it is, this close is great because I want you are going to go for the close in a pulley type way versus a pushy type way, but then also you're going to be next step obsessed. I'm going to walk you through it. And this has to, your tonality has to be perfect. The more you practice, see, does it make sense to blank? Whatever you need them to do, sign the agreement, hire me, book your next 3 placements through me. In Billy's case, have me grab all these support tickets from you so you don't have to do it internally. And then so you can. I started going that way with Billy, but you should have something in your normal conversation where you know the so you can. So you can finally move to San Diego. So you can get your head above water with these open support tickets. So you can recapture these 17% of your invoices that are not being paid right now, thus increasing your top line revenue from 9 million to 13.4. Like slow down in the beginning, and that will speed up the result in the end because you can put the so you can. But here's the nuance of the whole thing. Hey, Daniel, does it make sense to get you access to the sales coaching so you can go from 74,000 a year to 237,000? Or hey, Billy, does it make sense to get us working on these support tickets for you so you can devote those internal resources to those other projects that you have going on and you're not having to hire and we're not overloaded here with support tickets, thus freeing you up to finally catch up and then put yourself in a position to have the company go from 30 million a year to 47.5, right? I'm attaching the outcome to it, and even in Derek in Strike Zone, right? Does it make sense to get you a member so you can finally feel fit, be a part of a community, and learn those self-defense skills that are going to give you that self-confidence that's going to bleed through to your personal life, your job, and make you more skillful as a parent, right? Yes, congratulations, you made a great decision. What happens next? I'm going to shoot you over the membership agreement, simple signature there, right? Figure out what happens next. What happens next? I'm going to send you over a DocuSign, simple contract, right? Let them know what happens next. If they say no, I want you to go, what's a good next step then? Not, what do I need to do to get your business, right? Because what do I need to do to get your business? You just are not getting their business. Because they're going to go drop the price 10%. And you're going to say, okay, I want to make sure I'm clear here. If I can drop the price 10%, you're going to do it. And they go, yes, absolutely. This happens to all of us, Q4. Yeah, we'll get the deal done. And then you drop the price 10% and you send it over to them. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you had this happen. They're like, we're going to do this deal this year. And then you go to your regional, you go to your vice president, you get all this stuff negotiated. You send the deal over and they're like, oh, you know what? Tony Romo, who's supposed to sign it, he's in Cabo till July 9 or January 9th. And it's like, you just said you were going to sign. And then, by the way, January 9th comes. They forgot everything that you talked about. Now you have to renegotiate starting at this thing where you were almost losing money. And this is why our pipelines go nowhere, right? So when somebody says no, just say, what's a good next step then? If they say, I don't know, point the question at yourself. Totally understand. What's a good next step for me? If they still say, I don't know, set a next step. How about we do this? I'm going to shoot you over. Let me just give you a one-pager with my understanding of the current situation. Capabilities needed, next steps. I'll have that to you in about 30 minutes. And then, is this 7372? Is this your mobile? Yeah, it is. Perfect. I'll text you right after I send that so you're not waiting for it if it's caught in some sort of spam thing or I get the email wrong. And then I'll give you a call, what is today, Thursday? I'll call you Monday if I haven't heard from you before then. Fair enough? Right? And then Monday, now I've got my follow-up baked in. My follow-up message is the close. Hey, Dave, Matt Easton over here at Acme, calling to see if it makes sense to get the agreement kicked off on that medical billing recovery project that we were talking about so you can get those internal resources focused on patient acquisition versus payment collections, thus freeing up your people to grow the practice from 9 million to 12.5 million a year. I'm going to shoot you over the agreement now. I'm on my mobile, 720-660-3202, right? And you can just stay locked in that flight pattern there until they either sign it or tell you no. And if they say no, you go, got it, what's good next step, right? And go right back into this. And then it's just an easy vector to hang out in. And your likelihood of getting the deal closed is exponentially greater than you trying to buy it or sweeten the deal or speed it up, because when we do that, actually we slow everything down because they don't know that's the best deal. And most of the time it's not. It's going to get better. Because what's going to happen is you're not going to close the deal. You're going to get fired. The regional manager is going to take over your deals. He's going to give away everything. Or somebody new is going to come in and they're just going to forget about it. It's like it just never goes well. This is like why I was trying to tell Derek, like hold firm on your price and focus on their why, if that makes sense. If you like this video, I got you. I'm going to hook you up. Click the link in my bio. I'm going to give you the closing mini masterclass. It's normally $300. I'm going to pay for everything. You're going to close a lot more business. You're going to make a lot more money. You're going to have a lot more fun. And you're going to be like, Matt Easton changed my life. And I'm going to be like, yes, I did. Did we just become best friends? And you're going to say, yes, we did. And then you and I are going to be best friends and it'll be great. So click the link in my bio so we can be friends and you can close more business and I'll cover all the cost. See you there.